Liverpool fans will be pleased to hear an injury update. Liverpool fans will be pleased to hear some positive injury news following the knocks suffered by Andy Robertson, Ben Doak, and most recently Luke Chambers. Footage of the Reds' final training session ahead of the Merseyside derby captured the return of Cody Gakpo. The Dutchman has been out of action since suffering a knee injury during the ill-fated 2-1 defeat to Tottenham at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium at the end of September. If we can avoid any further injuries ahead of the upcoming international break, it would be extremely welcome. Liverpool, on the other hand, may be concerned about the fitness of Darwin Núñez for the Merseyside derby. Núñez was excellent as Uruguay beat Brazil for the first time in 22 years on Wednesday, scoring the first goal and assisting the second in a 2-0 win. However, the Liverpool striker came with concerns over his participation in the Merseyside derby, partly due to cramp. "I came to leave everything on the pitch and today I showed that," he told El Observador. This, combined with the long-haul flight from Uruguay, the lack of recovery and training time and the early kickoff at Anfield, suggests he will not start the derby. Jürgen Klopp opted to rest Núñez and Luis Diaz for similar reasons after the last international break, while his decision to start Alexis Mac Allister against Wolves was widely seen as a mistake. Injuries and suspensions make the situation even more difficult with Ben Doak, Curtis Jones, and Thiago unavailable against Everton. However, the manager is more likely to start Diaz in attack alongside Mohamed Salah and Diogo Jota. Núñez is not expected to miss out, but will realistically start on the bench. The availability of Ryan Gravenberch, who was not called up by the Netherlands for alleged disciplinary reasons, makes it more likely that Mac Allister will be rested. Dominic Szoboszlai could be joined by either Gravenberch, Wataru Endo, or Harvey Elliott in the two remaining positions in midfield. Núñez also had a minor problem against Uruguay last month, with coach Marcelo Bielsa taking him off for muscular problems. The 24-year-old only came on 3 days later in the last 34 minutes of the 3-1 win over Wolves. Klopp is not expected to risk him again this time. The Uruguayan is on a good run of form and doesn't want to fall victim to a worse injury. FSG have sent scouts to watch the defensive leader at Klopp's request. Liverpool have sent club officials to watch a stopper live as they look to make a move in January, but he is not the only option FSG are considering bringing to the Premier League. The Merseyside outfit have the likes of Virgil van Dijk, Joel Matip, Joe Gomez, Ibrahima Konate, and Jarell Quansah at the heart of their backline, but with Van Dijk and Matip both 32, Jürgen Klopp will have to go into the market looking for long-term replacements when it comes time for the veterans to hang up their boots. The Reds are weighing up their options ahead of January and have so far identified Bayer Leverkusen's Piero Hincapié, Benfica's Antonio Silva, Sao Paulo's Lucas Beraldo, and Atalanta's Giorgio Scolvini as possible targets. However, there is a fifth option that has emerged. Sporting Lisbon's Goncalo Inacio. He has worked his way up through the various academy ranks to be promoted to Ruben Amorim's first team, making a total of 132 senior appearances to date. The Portuguese has 4 years left on his deal, but the 22-year-old, who has recently impressed on international duty, is being watched by members of the hierarchy at Anfield. Liverpool bosses are keeping a close eye on the Sporting Lisbon defender and sent representatives to watch him earlier this week. The report said that Liverpool sent scouts to watch defender Goncalo Inacio during Portugal's 5-0 win over Bosnia and Herzegovina. This form was noticed by Liverpool, and it was revealed that Liverpool scouts have been monitoring Inacio's progress for more than a year. It has also been confirmed that they sent scouts to watch the player during the recent win over Bosnia and Herzegovina. The 6'1" Inacio provides a strong physical presence in the center of Sporting Lisbon's backline. He has already proven this statistically this season, averaging 2.4 tackles and 1.6 aerial balls won per game in the Portuguese league. The Portuguese, who is left-footed by birth, also stands out with a weekly salary of £28,000. Inacio not only defends the opposition but also makes a significant contribution to the scoring. The young defender has directly contributed to 19 goals with 11 goals and 8 assists. This is proof that he can also contribute to efforts at the other end of the pitch. Described as a leader by the Premier League panel, FSG's target knows what it takes to compete and succeed at the highest level, having won 4 trophies during his time with his country's team. He will therefore have the exact winning mentality needed to succeed at Liverpool. Inocio's profile really suits Liverpool's approach to the game. Klopp switched to a different system towards the end of last season and started to use a 3-man defense in attack. Robertson has struggled to adapt to this system, and Inocio's ability to play in this position could provide a good alternative. Jürgen Klopp faces a big worry for the rest of the year, says the Liverpool reporter. The Reds' forward line boasts a wealth of talent and has been the Merseyside club's strength this season, ranking 4th in goals scored. At the other end of the pitch, things are not so rosy as Klopp's side have been struggling with injuries for some time. The latest reports suggest things are about to get even worse, with Andy Robertson's shoulder injury sustained while playing for Scotland likely to keep the left-back out for up to 10 weeks. Liverpool reporter David Maddock believes this will cause Klopp a lot of problems, as the German manager is very short in that area of the pitch. With Robertson out for a while, Kostas Tsimikas will have his work cut out for him, especially as the team's young left-back Luke Chambers has also been injured in recent days. Liverpool have 3 competitions in the coming weeks, and that workload means Klopp will have to get creative at left-back. This will certainly pose a problem for the Reds, and it will be interesting to see how they deal with it. Liverpool's next sporting director appointment could be linked to Bayern Munich. The Reds appointed Schmadtke in May to replace the outgoing Julian Ward, ahead of a crucial summer transfer window for the club. Schmadtke signed a 1-year deal, which could be reviewed after 3 months, and while he was still in charge, reports emerged that Liverpool were investigating former Leipzig sporting director Eberl. Sky Germany's Florian Plettenberg, however, said there were currently no concrete talks or negotiations between the two sides, as the 50-year-old Eberl wants to join Bayern. Eberl is a product of the Bavarian team's academy and has long been expected to play a role at the reigning Bundesliga champions following his dismissal from Leipzig in September. Eberl arrived at Leipzig after 13 years at Borussia Mönchengladbach, and his dismissal came after a 9-month tenure that Leipzig described as lacking commitment. Eberl can offer plenty of experience and expertise at Anfield, with the likes of Marco Reus, Marc-Andre ter Stegen and Granit Xhaka among his success stories. But while Plettenberg said Liverpool CEO Billy Hogan and Eberl had a good relationship, after the latter expressed his desire to come to Anfield in 2022, he said the next move was now up to Bayern. The German media have been reporting for some time that Eberl will join Bayern and take up the role of director of football, and Liverpool are sure to be keeping a close eye on developments. For now, Schmadtke remains in charge for Liverpool, and only time will tell how long that will last.